What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV, Raising Kanan, episode 9 review. Listen, y'all, it's really, like, I've watched Uncle Lou spiral out of control for majority of this season, but now it's hitting in a different way. Like, Uncle Lou went from being probably the strongest character on Rock in the series and on Rock's team, period, and now he's a struggling drunk, an addict who really can't help himself. He's telling everybody all the business about all the unalives that they've committed, all of that, right? And just talking to anybody. He could have got himself killed when he was pissing in that alley, that time, right? But now he's drunk and robbed a liquor store. Could have got himself killed in that situation when the owner had a gun. Just doing crazy, silly stuff, and it's really sad to watch him spiral out of control, but at the same time, we know that Uncle Marvin was once in that position. He was once an addict and got hooked on some drugs, and he shifted everything around and changed himself up and cleaned himself up for the better. So we hoping the same for Uncle Lou, but yeah. We also get to see the situation where Rock comes to talk to Juke about joining the army. The mail from the old house was forwarded to the new house, so she sees that, Juke is interested in being in the army, and she gives Jukebox her full support, which is the first time, like, we really, Rock is such a hard-ass heifer. This heifer so hard, the whole series, like, it's hard to even, like look at her as an empathetic person in any manner, for real. Like, she's had her moments with Juliana, that time Juliana's husband was getting beat and stuff like that, but, not a lot. And it's good to see her bonding with Jukebox and telling her, listen, I'm here to see you. I'm not here to talk about Kanan this time. And I think now Rock realizes that her son is gone. He lost to the streets. She ain't getting him back. He's publicly defying her. He's working with people who are her direct competition, and he ain't giving her no respect. And at this point, I think at this time, you see a mother who realizes her son has been lost to the game. And she should recognize the error in her own ways and exposing her son to certain shit. I mean, she tried to keep it away from him. But this is what happens, I think, when you live a certain life and your son becomes older, your children become older and become aware of what you're doing. Some of them make that decision to jump into the game. She wanted him to be a school kid. Kanan didn't, but I think he got influenced by his uncles and the whole lifestyle in general. Right? Also, Famous. In previous videos, I spoke about how I don't like Kanan like that no more. I don't. It's so funny. Somebody said that Kanan is really like a subsidiary character. Is that the word I'm looking for? The subsidiary. He is he doesn't feel like the main character in his own story at times, because Rock and Uncle Marvin and they are such strong actors, and their storyline is so prominent that sometimes you feel like, dang, Kanan is second fiddle in his own show. But I mean, he has moments where we recognize that this is indeed his show, and this is about his life. I mean, this is his mother, this is his family, right? But we just seeing certain things play out with them in particular. But I'm gonna say this, man. I don't like what Kanan is becoming. And I like, especially in the last episode, he being vile and ruthless to people that Famous, somebody that he really, really loved. I ain't like that shit. This episode, we see Famous come back to his house, his own home, because he's trying to check and see where Lou is. Because Famous has got a record executive, the record executive or something like that. He comes to visit the lounge where Famous and Lou work on music, and the executive looks like he's anxious to work with Famous. But it look like he anxious to exploit Famous for real. He want Famous to sign a hell of a 360 deal. Like, that's what it looked like it's coming, right? The only problem is, I think they're going to investigate, what's the guy named Freddie? I think they're going to investigate Freddie's death when they listen to their song, because Famous was already questioned about a murder. And so now he rapping about it is not the smartest thing to do. It's really like, and I really rock with Famous and I'm rooting for him, but it's really not the smartest thing to do. We know that music is his outlet, his way for him to vent, but you got to find another way to vent. Get a damn journal or something. Matter of fact, don't even write that shit down. I don't know. Like, something you got to do. Just go listen to music, smoke your weed, and let it just calm yourself down. Because putting it in a song, the worst idea in the world. They're going to snatch him up probably in the season finale. They're probably going to snatch Famous up for that murder. And It's very unfortunate. But anyway, Famous comes to visit Kanan, and Ronnie rough Famous up, throwing him to the ground and shit, and acting like he ain't nobody, treating him like he ain't nothing. And this is the first time where I see Kanan really started to feel a way about Famous getting roughed up. Because Famous looking like, man, Kane, I'm not trying to interfere in your business. I just want to know where your uncle is so I can proceed with my career and my passion. Because Famous is a dope rapper, man. I don't care what nobody say. Famous is dope. And Jukebox is dope at music. She's dope at singing. You know what I mean? So he really just wants to find his footing in what he's good at. He not a good drug dealer. He don't want to be a drug dealer. He don't want to go to jail. He don't want to be on a block doing none of that illegal stuff. He just want to make music and live his regular life. And I think Kanan, at some point, he snapped out of that ruthless, cold-hearted shit and say, you know what, this my boy. Hey, Fame, you can find them. You probably can find Lou at Jukebox Performance. She's going to be at the mall or whatever. And then he checks Ronnie. Kanan checks Ronnie. And he be checking the shit out of Ronnie. Like, Ronnie be roughing up. He be getting mad and getting pissed off with everybody else. He don't let nobody else talk to him like that but Kanan. Which is making me wonder why he allows Kanan to talk to him like that. Some people feel like it's because Kanan, Kanan has his respect. Okay? And I think it's because Kanan is ruthless. He can be cold-hearted. He don't take nothing from nobody else. He don't take nothing from nobody. He don't take shit off nobody, not even people that he really loves. And maybe that is a trait that Ronnie admires in Kanan. Now, some people got this theory that Ronnie's really gay and, Def Con was really Ronnie's lover in jail and all this and all of that. And they know that he knows that that's Def Con's son, so he not going to do nothing to Def Con's son. I don't know if that's the truth or whatever, but I don't know. What y'all think? I think maybe it's just he just admires the ruthlessness in Kanan and he recognizes that Kanan is not going to let him punk him. And it's like with bullies. They admire people that they know not going to let them punk them, right? Let's just go fast forward for 1 second. Detective Malcolm Howard. This motherfucker, bro, he is a gaslighter. He's a professional liar. A professional liar. Like, the way he can think of lies off the top of his head, he got a reason and excuse for every single thing he does and stuff that he's a part of. He can explain every connection he has with a person at the drop of a dime. He's quick on his feet, and maybe that's why, he's been a great detective. Well, not a great detective. He's a decorated detective, but he be doing illegal shit and all type of crooked shit. As we first saw him in the first season, he was working with Unique, right? But, yeah, man, he gaslights the captain after... Basically, Detective Burke's father is piecing everything together. He comes to the captain about Malcolm Howard's involvement in his daughter's reputation being ruined and maybe possibly her murder. And they make a connection between Jukebox and Nicole because, Jukebox was dating Nicole and Nicole's family came to the police. They made the connection between Uncle Marvin and Jukebox and say, hold on, this is her father. They figured that out because they're looking at Marvin now, right? Something that Detective Howard did not make Rock aware of at all. He let that shit sit. And I was wondering for episodes, why he not going to tell Rock that they looking at Marvin? Why he ain't going to say nothing? He telling her about everything else. Why he ain't going to say nothing? And we come to find out why he didn't say anything. And I'm going to just jump right ahead to it. The brother come to Rock after he saves, he rescues Lou from being a drunk mess of himself. And he come to meet with Rock and basically telling her, look, hey man, we got to put all this shit on Marvin. I'm sorry, Marvin got to take the fall. He got to understand. He got to take one for the team. She like, hell no, I ain't never giving up my family. Are you crazy? Which is something that I always thought Rock would say, even though she's cold-hearted, she loves her family. And I promise y'all, I think she gonna figure out a way to put all this shit on Howard. I think she gonna put it on Howard. For real, I feel like she gonna say, fuck it. Well, Howard, you gotta go. I ain't got that much of a connection to you. Kanan just found out you his father. He don't really need you like that because he's selling drugs now. So it ain't like he gonna be listening to you either. He ain't listening to me. So, hey, you gotta go. And I think Rock is gonna pin all of this shit on Detective Howard. I really do. And I think he gonna put it on him, and Detective Howard gonna be in a bad situation, in a bad spot. We gonna see if he can find his way out of this situation. We really gonna see about. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how this unravels, right? Furthermore, at Jukebox Performance, after Detective puts it all together and after the detectives and all of them put it all together, they pop up at Jukebox Performances where she kills it. Juke, like, I don't know, man. I fuck with Juke heavy, man. Like, I hated Jukebox in the original Power series because she was just so evil and vindictive, but she holding it down. The police snatch her up after her amazing performance and put her in the interrogation room. She don't fold at all. She hold it down. She don't let them, she basically tell them, y'all done ruin my day, ruin my whole situation, ruin my whole life. And I'm like, yeah, Juke, tell their ass off, right? So now they got nothing to go off of as far as like, they was hoping Juke would tell them something. She ain't saying a goddamn thing, as we know she wouldn't, right? Also, we found out that Snaps and Pops won't rock out the way. You know, and because Ronnie didn't come up and try to press up on Snap and Pops, and they tell him, oh, you got to remember who the fuck is in charge here, right? And he got put in his place. But they tell Kanan, hey, your mama got to go. She bad for business. And I don't think Kanan going to let nobody do something to his mama, but I think they're going to try to do something to his mama. And I promise you, I think Kanan is going to become a top dog. I think he's going to take out Pops and Snap. I think he's going to do that. You know what I mean? And some people feel like that they think that Famous gonna do something to Ronnie because he had that look that Boogaloo had in his eyes on above the rim when Birdie, aka Tupac, kept on embarrassing him and trying to sun him in front of public and shame him, right? And it may very well happen. Let me get fast forward to Uncle Marvin and Gerald. When he finds out, first, Gerald's daughter has drowned in the tub because he's an addict and he want to get high so bad he left his child in the tub. She drowns. He's at the hospital. He's finding out he possibly gonna go to jail and she's died. He's crying to Uncle Marvin. Marvin trying to console him, tell him everything gonna be okay. He tells him, Marvin, I've been working with the police. They've been looking at you. I didn't give him anything though, I swear, but I've been working with the feds. Marvin loses his fucking top as he should have. And the acting in that scene, the way London Brown is like, Uncle Marvin by far my favorite character. He telling him, you ain't shit. You ain't nothing. Your daughter's dead because of you. He going in. And I'm like, yo, this is why Raising Kanan is my favorite series out of all of them. The acting in this series is top tier. It don't get no better from Patina Miller to London Brown to Joey Badass to even, what's my man name that play Ronnie? What is his name? Granham Coleman. They all killing it, bro. Like, it's chef's kiss. Right? And I'm like, yeah, Marvin, tell his that. Like, and I'm like, I'm hurt because Marvin is really, you can feel how hurt he is because he thought he had a friend and he's doing the right thing and trying to live right. And even though he's selling drugs and still unaliving people, he's trying to be morally right. And now he feel like, yo, this dude betrayed me. I'm taking care of his daughters, helping him with his family, trying to keep everything stable. They calling me Uncle Marvin and you talking to the police on me? Hell no, man. So then we get that Rock is taking Uncle Lou out of town somewhere because he got to go. He's talking too much. He's a liability now. Some people feel like they're going to kill Uncle Lou. They ain't going to kill Lulu. They're going to take him somewhere where he can be away and out of the way and where he's not a danger or a threat to them or in their livelihood and them going to jail. And the acting in that car, yo, Mom, this my big brother. No, Lou, this my big brother, Mom. Don't let it kill me, Mom. And it's so funny how he went from, I'm already dead already to, no, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Great acting in that whole scene in the car. Well, Rock, you did it to yourself, Lou. Yo, this show is amazing. I can't wait to the series finale. The season finale. Fire all the way around. What y'all think? Peace.